Another one for best comedy that came through was, well, Abbott Elementary actually won best comedy. So this is something too that they swept the Golden Globes, but
Yeah,
they
they
really
sure
didn't.
did.
They didn't really sweep the Critics' Choice Awards. This was one of those things where it's like, okay, well, they still won best comedy, and that's great. I mean, they should win something. It's doing very well, that show. But are you surprised, Sabrina, that they didn't get anything beyond this, or do you think they're just trying to make room for other stuff?
No, I don't think it was deliberate. I'm sure the people were picked before today. I mean, the Golden Globes was just Tuesday. I don't think anyone kind of, changed who they picked as a winner as a result of the Golden Globes. I think it's just genuinely what they thought. It's like it's different. It's the Hollywood Foreign Press. These are the critics, and then there's the Academy for the Oscars. Like it's just different groups of people, and it's SAG
Yeah.
members for the SAG Awards. So it's what they chose. I mean, it was still recognized and nominated because it is an amazing show and it's hilarious, but in certain, I mean, look, like Gene Smart won for Hacks. You know what I mean? Like it's not like every actress and every actor in that category is worthy of winning that award, honestly. Any single one of them could have won. You know what I mean? So I don't think that it's a dig at all or that it was snubbed at all. Like they were all nominated and they didn't get as many wins as they got, in the Golden Globes. Sheryl Lee Ralph won for supporting actress, and she gave an amazing speech. She said, people don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. Very uplifting, very awesome. She was one of the greatest speeches I thought on there. It was very moving, along with Brendan Fraser and Ke Quan.
Can we talk about his speech?
Yeah,
we'll get to that for sure.
I did want to address the Abbott. Okay, what are you doing with your hands?
My hands.
I wanted to talk about that Abbott Elementary as well and say. Someone just commented and said, "Oh, Ty, I'm very surprised that Abbott didn't get more love." Agreed. But I also feel like the Critics' Choice Awards, maybe, again, like Sabrina mentioned, having it be, obviously it's a different voting pool, right? So it's like different people. But beyond that, like I mentioned, when we talked about the Golden Globes and the fact that I feel personally, I don't have any definitive facts on it, but I feel like the Golden Globes was really focused on diversity. That's what they wanted it to be about this year, which was totally fine. And I understood and respected it. And I feel like the Critics' Choice Awards maybe were like, that wasn't as much of a focus for them. So that might be why Abbott Elementary didn't get as much love, was because of that. I mean, additionally, as Sabrina also mentioned before, there isn't as many nominating categories for some of the stuff. So you're up against 8 or 9 or 10 people versus just 4 or 5 people in a category.
Yeah.
In the
Our
TV, they
weren't
do
against.
have in the TV, they do have the different categories. They just don't have it for film.
Yeah. But then it's also like that they're also combining, of course, as best supporting a drama. They do drama and comedy. So I mean, there's
and
still
limited series.
Yeah, and limited series. Which, so there is still, I think they're still lumped together a little bit more, but I agree. I think that maybe they were just, the Critics' Choice wasn't doing the same thing. And the Golden Globes, and not to say that doesn't deserve those, but I feel like they may be looking at things differently. Every award ceremony looks at people differently and projects differently, and people have different opinions, and this is why these things happen too, which is also why it varies, hence why Austin Butler didn't win for Best Actor, So it's just a different give and take.
Yeah,
and I still think that it's good at one Best Comedy. I think that makes sense.
The Best Actor in a Drama Series won for the Golden Globes was Kevin Costner. He's not even nominated here at the Critics' Choice Awards.
Right.
Not even nominated. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like there is definitely a range of, the differences in between. And they're also like in the Golden Globes, White Lotus was listed as a limited series. And here it's not. It's listed as a comedy series. And so in the limited series, there's, the other things had room to get into there because, The White Lotus wasn't there. They also nominate like more people for the Critics' Choice Awards. There's a lot of people that were nominated here that were not nominated at the Golden Globes. But like I said, there are people who were nominated at the Golden Globes that aren't here, and people who won at the Golden Globes that aren't here, you know? So I thought that was very interesting. Also, Better Call Saul, not nominated for much at the Golden Globes, but it had a lot of wins here. You know, he won, Bob Odenkirk won, Giancarlo Esposito won for supporting actor, and it won Best Dramatic Series. You know, so that's, I thought, was very interesting as well, and a stark contrast to the Golden Globes.